Welcome back to the Film and TV channel. We're all staying safe and well. We have a movie review today. Yeah, quite a big budget movie, this one. We're going to have a look at Uncharted. Yes, going to have a look at Uncharted today. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button and tell your friends, push that notification button. Please, all your comments are very welcome. What your thoughts about this film are. I'd say it's all opinions, isn't it? And sometimes something that I like, you might not, and vice versa. Let me know what you think anyway, and thumbs ups are always appreciated. Give us a thumbs up. I'm trying to get at least 10 for these film and TV reviews if I can, so if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be absolutely brilliant, or leave your comments and make an old man very, very happy. Yes, Uncharted, 120 minutes. Action-adventure film directed by Ruben Fleischer. Screenplay by Rafe Lee Judkins, Art Markham and Matt Holloway. Based on the video game, of course, of the same name, developed by Naughty Dog. It stars Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, a little bit younger, I think, than the guy in the game. As I say, I've never played the games, but obviously I've seen some images, and I think there's one going to appear on screen. A little bit younger. Whether that works or not, we'll talk about that. Mark Wahlberg, of course, as his mentor Victor Sullivan, and Sophia Ali, Tati Gabrielle, and Antonio Banderas, I've not seen him for a little while, in supporting roles. What's it about? Well, street smart thief Nathan Drake, of course, played by Holland, is recruited by seasoned treasure hunter Victor Sully Sullivan, Mark Wahlberg, to recover a fortune lost by Ferdinand Magellan 500 years ago. Well, it's been lost for a long time. What starts as a heist job for the duo becomes a globe-trotting white-knuckle race, their words, not mine, to reach the prize before the ruthless Moncada, played by Antonio Banderas, who believes he and his family are the rightful heirs. If Nate and Sully can decipher the clues and solve one of the world's oldest mysteries, they stand to find $5 billion in treasure, and perhaps that's dollars, and perhaps even Nate's long-lost brother. But only they can learn to work together. Of course they will. It was released by Sony Pictures on February the 11th here in the UK, and will be released on Friday the 18th in the United States. It's not often we get it before in the UK before you guys over the pond in the US. Is it any good? Well, let's have some of the scores. Rotten Tomatoes, just 24 critics have left a score, and only 50% are positive. So half like it, half don't, split down the middle. An average rating of 5.3 out of 10. That's not great, is it? And it's 12 fresh and 12 rotten. So there you go, split down the middle. Metacritic, they're slightly worse than Rotten Tomatoes, 42 out of 100. That's all it's scoring, based on just 8 critics, though, so there's plenty of time yet for more critics to add and either increase that score, or, you never know, might decrease the score. And it scored anywhere between 40 and 66. Total Film was one of the most positive organisations or magazines, film magazines on this. It gave it 60 out of 100. With plenty of potential, they said, and the door swung wide open for a future sequel, Uncharted makes a decent play for filling an indie-shaped hole in the movie market right now, but the series will need to beef up its reserves of charm and swagger to be in the same league as cinema's favourite archaeologist. It certainly will. Empire's Nick DeSemian, he gave it 40 out of 100 and said, a film based on a game inspired by films that are much better than this one. Uncharted is watchable enough, but could have been so much better. Well said, Nick. Internet Movie Database. Well, here's when it all sort of changes a little bit. Yes, Joe Public, the people who've been in to watch this at the cinema, 6.9 out of 10. Presumably here in the UK, those ratings, because I say they've not had it in the US yet as I'm recording this. I'm recording this on the 14th of February, about 2 p.m. in the afternoon here in the UK. 6,585 people have left a score or review. I've ignored the 10 out of 10s as I normally do, and the 1 out of 10s. 4,289 scored this, 6 or more. So that's quite high, and 644 only scored it between 2 and 5. So the public seem to like it. I'm the member of the public. What do I think? As I said, very split down the middle opinion from the critics. More positive from the public, of course. I've not seen or played the game. And in the way I enjoyed Resident Evil Raccoon City, whether you did or did not, I sort of enjoyed that more because I loved the game. I played the game. So perhaps this is a similar thing where you may actually enjoy it more if you actually are fans of the game. I've seen a couple of reviews commenting about that. I've seen a couple of reviews saying even if you're not into the game, you'll still enjoy it. But that's from people who played the game, so how can they judge that? I'm not 100% sure, but they've said that. But for me, on the same basis, I might enjoy it more, but for me, this one, without playing the game, was a little disconnected and lacking in atmosphere for me. But I did like the big boat at the end. Yeah, very, very Goonies-like, that big boat at the end. I did like that. That's my favourite part of the film. Well, probably the last 20 minutes, to be honest with you. And the other problem, again, it's my problem. It's a personal problem, and it's not that I don't dislike the guy. I think the roles he's playing, Tom Holland, I don't. Spider-Man was always one of my favourite characters as a kid in the comics. Obviously, it was Batman, closely followed by Spider-Man, DC followed by Marvel. And I didn't like him as Spider-Man. I don't think he's a good Spider-Man, but I say I'm in a minority. Most people do like him. But he doesn't quite hit it right in this for me as well. The age doesn't matter because I know nothing about the game, so I don't know how old the hero is in the game. But obviously, he's more grizzled, isn't he, than Tom Holland will ever be. And again, so that ruins it a little bit for me. It just doesn't sit right. He's acting, the style of play of it, and also in the same way, Mark Wahlberg, who I quite like generally, but again, he doesn't engage me in this film. And lines that I think I would probably smile or even laugh out loud at made by other characters in this sort of film, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work within the context of this. The humour struggles a little bit for me, even though it's my sort of time facial expressions and off the cuff comments usually make me laugh in these sort of films, but it didn't really engage me. Even Banderas, I like Banderas. I like Antonio Banderas, who I really like. I didn't really invest in his character either. So overall, I was struggling a bit with the characters to get involved. So there was no real, for me, chemistry on set. I did enjoy some of the action scenes. I thought they were very well done. You could see the join occasionally, but they certainly weren't too bad. I did mention that big boat at the end. I probably did. For old Grizzled watchers, I can only come with this conclusion, really. For old Grizzled watchers like me, it's pretty low down on the action adventure film ratings of all the ones that have gone before it, certainly the big budget ones. But for a newer generation, perhaps it's okay. Perhaps it's fine, and perhaps that's who it's for. It's not for some guys like me who've been through the washer a few times and seen this sort of things. I mean, I would definitely go back and watch things like the Raiders films and the Temple of Doom and the pirate films, stuff like that. Before I'd even Welcome to the Jungle, I enjoyed a couple of those films. I'd go back and watch them time and time again, probably before I go back and watch this, because I just found it just not very good for me. As I said, it might be because I'm a bit grizzled. But as I said, judging by the overall Internet Movie Database score, it's well enough like. So again, I'm in the minority. A biggish budget action adventure, yes, should be at least 2 hours, and this is just slightly under 2 hours. But for me, because I was a little bit bored, I'll be honest with you, it just felt a bit like 3 hours, even longer. It just seemed to drag on. It did have its moments, as I say, especially the end, but overall, it was nothing special for me. So I'm not going to give it a total disaster of a mark. I'm just going to stick in line more or less with the critics on this one. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Certainly better than a minimum 5 out of 10, which is my minimum rating. But as far as watchable is concerned, I say it's not something I would happily watch again. If someone says, "Oh, could you want to watch this with me?" they'd have to take me dragging and screaming perhaps to sit through 2 hours of this again. But I will give it a 5.5 out of 10. Let me know what you think, guys. As I say, I am in the minority and I fully accept that, and I appreciate people do like this. And as I say, if I had a love for the games, perhaps I would have liked it more, but it just didn't work for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you got to do rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. To meet here again on the Film and TV channel, I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.